Hey guys, what's up?
I'm Trevor.
And I'm Sean.
And together we're Vaportron.
And today we actually have a bit of a different thing going on here. We're actually doing two flavors. You'll understand why once you see what the flavors are. Go ahead and hold yours closer there, sweetie. The first one, right close. The first one is Heisenberg by Cloudco. And the other one, also by Cloudco, is Atomic-Heis. Now the reason, if you haven't already guessed, that we're doing these together is because one is essentially a variation on the other, or a blend of it and something else. The Atomic-Heis description is a radioactive twist on our best-selling Heisenberg, a mixture of Heisenberg and Atomic Punch. Now, unfortunately, we don't have Atomic Punch, and even if we did, we currently only have 2 drippers available to us. The third one still being on indefinite loan. But we decided to go ahead with the 2 and do a sort of side-by-side comparison while we're doing the taste test. So I'll just read you the descriptions of the 2. The Heisenberg, which is one half of Atomic-Heis, is our best seller, has a cult following and tempts all the senses. A fruit infusion on the palate, cotton candy aroma, and a curiously chilled exhale. And the other half of the equation for the Atomic-Heis, the one that sadly we have not yet tried but sounds awesome, we really need to get this sometime, is an atomic watermelon punch that will make you radioactive. Not sure if I want to be radioactive. I'm hoping they don't mean that literally.
And this is not our first impression. We had this many moons ago.
The Heisenberg.
Yep, this is the
This
Heisenberg.
is the first impression of Atomic-Heis. So while you're doing the sniff test of the Heisenberg, I'll open up the Atomic-Heis.
I smell. It just smells very sweet to me, in my opinion. I can smell a bit of like a minty finish.
Yeah, well, there would be the curiously chilled exhale, fruit infusion on the palate, cotton candy aroma.
Let's drip side of velocity RBA,
Okay.
RDA, and see how it turns out.
Not yet,
Why not?
because I need to do the sniff test of that, and you need to do the one of this.
Oh, I smell.
It certainly does smell very nice. I'm not sure whether then the cotton candy aroma must be on the actual vapor while you're vaping it.
I smell, Heisenberg, and I smell that, I guess, the other one that they're talking about. I smell it. It smells like peach, almost.
Which is weird because it's watermelon.
Or watermelon.
Aromas can be deceiving with artificial flavors somewhat. This one definitely smells nice and fruity. And you definitely get that slight hint of well, I'm assuming they probably use Coolada. Someone was telling me, and I did some research after someone commented on one of our previous videos that the cooling sensation on a juice we reviewed was Coolada, and I did some research, and it certainly seems like it would be the go-to for most companies. Oh yes, and yeah, everything in Heisenberg is in there, plus that lovely punch smell. Yeah, I can definitely see this being a delicious option for us. So, while Trevor is dripping that onto the velocity, I am going to be dripping the Atomic-Heis onto the Dark Horse Mini clone.
Remember, I'm vaping this at.
I'm pretty sure this is a clone.
Remember, I'm vaping it at 50 watts too, so put yours at 50 watts as well.
Already set.
I'm not gonna vape.
I know you so well. I already knew you were going to go for 50. Right now mine is off though. When I'm using a dripper, I never turn the mod on until I've got it dripped, just in case I accidentally hit that button. I don't want to burn my wick.
This is the Plume that we recently reviewed. You should have seen it by now.
One. Yeah.
Video ago.
And we've got another one that I need to do an addendum to. We haven't actually do it. Actually, I'll probably record that once we're done here now. I think I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing actually in the other video. I've been vaping on another one we recorded a review of recently, and the thing is, It was a little disappointing in the dripper, but in a tank it's kind of awesome. So I'm going to record a quick addendum and put it before the video.
So you want to do this? We vape at the same time, or what? I'm gonna turn off the top airflow to be more equal to you. Turn off the top airflow like that.
Okay. So, which one do you want to try first?
We're gonna try them at the same time.
Okay, and then swap?
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I remember.
Oh, that's quite pleasant.
There's a bit of there's a cooling sensation on the exhale. I taste some type of fruit. I can't
Sort
tell
of
what
a
it is.
fruit punch type of flavor, if I remember correctly. And on this one, I'm getting watermelon and a cooling inhale as well. On the Atomic-Heis. Go ahead and try that while I try this now. Oh, that's very nice. Sort of a nice, lovely fruit punch flavor.
Actually, the Heisenberg seems to be overpowering the
fruit infusion on the palate.
the other one.
Cotton candy aroma. I'm getting some watermelon in that. So you are getting a blend.
All I can taste on it is Heisenberg because it's I guess because the Heisenberg is so overpowered. No.
Yeah, I really now wish more than ever that we had the other one to compare it to as well. Because I'm getting a nice watermelon flavor. I'm also getting maybe a little bit more of a cooling sensation. I don't know if that's just me or if the other flavor also has a cooling sensation. It's not mentioned in the description. I don't believe it was. I just read it. I think I remember. Wouldn't you?
I think this might be one. This one is that might be better.
Atomic watermelon punch.
This might be better in a tank. This one.
Could very well be.
So I can't taste the watermelon. All I can taste is the Heisenberg, which is what you just explained.
This Heisenberg is definitely the awesome, sort of nice fruity, almost like a fruit punch, but more. How can I put it? I don't really know how to say this. It's definitely a very strong fruity flavor, and it must be a blend of fruits because it's very difficult to nail down just one specific type of fruit. It does taste sort of. Actually, pass that back to me for a moment, please.
Oh, by the way, these juices are also available at Top Shelf Vapor. This is where we got them. Link down in the description for the website and their Facebook.
Tropical in flavor.
Along with our links and things. And you probably can't see us because I can't see the camera.
Possibly. We do have 2 drippers on the go, so we apologize about the video quality if that's affecting it. But,
I don't think they can see us. I doubt it.
It's quite possible. Actually, do you want to open that door crack? Just let some of it out.
Yeah, they can see us fine.
Oh, okay, good. So, like I was saying, this one to me, I'm getting a lot more of a cooling sensation on the Atomic-Heis. So if you like a cooling sensation, that would definitely be the one to go with.
You can just like see. I just look at the video. You can actually see just like the vape just going in front of the camera, but it's not fully blocking us out.
Well, that's good. But the Atomic-Heis is definitely the best one to go with if you like a nice cooling sensation. I'm getting a lot more of it. Also, if you like a little bit of watermelon mixed in there. Because I'm definitely getting a bit of watermelon flavor off of it. The other one, however, if you maybe aren't as big a fan of watermelon, or even if you just prefer more of a tropical fruit, which that's what it puts me in mind of, is sort of a tropical fruit flavor.
You can keep that one. I like the Heisenberg better. I don't think what they mix is a good mix.
Well, we actually don't script it all. We don't plan this out ahead of time. But to be honest, that couldn't have worked out better if we had planned it. Because this is actually a perfect example of one thing that we've mentioned previously in videos. We can give you a description of the juices. And I would strongly encourage anyone to go more based on the description than whether or not we enjoy it. Because, of course, something that we don't like, you might love. I'm actually of the exact opposite opinion of what Trevor just said. I really prefer the Atomic-Heis, that blend. I really would love to get my hands on some of this, the Atomic Punch flavor, because I'm curious as to whether or not it's just the Atomic Punch that I like so much, or if it really is just the blend that works better for me. But the Atomic-Heis, in my opinion, is a fantastic vape. I actually consider it to be the superior one. The flavors go really well together. That lovely fruit-infused flavor of the Heisenberg and the awesome flavor of watermelon.
He doesn't let me talk, does he, guys?
They just go really fantastically well together, and I was actually about to. See, you should have waited a few extra seconds.
I'm only playing around, boys. Need some entertaining.
Yeah. Oh, they know. We like to insert a little bit of false bickering just to add a little bit of entertainment value.
Like this one, like this.
Oh, please don't do that. That actually does bug me a bit when you do that. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. That's my opinion of Atomic-Heis. Like I said, if you like your that lovely fruit infusion, but would also like a little bit of watermelon mixed in there, and it could just be me, but also really detecting a bit more of a cooling sensation as well. So if that sounds good to you, by all means give this one a try. Atomic-Heis, like I was saying. And Trevor, your opinion on the other one?
What?
Your opinion on the other one?
Atomic-Heis?
No, the one you've got. Heisenberg.
Oh, Heisenberg. This is another one of my favorite juices from Cloudco. I love it. In my opinion, it hasn't changed. It's still the same than it was when I first got it, in my opinions. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Oh yeah, I contribute to Breaking Bad, by the way, if you haven't guessed already. Yeah. Lots of their flavors are.
Well, a couple of them. They also have Pinkman.
Pinkman, Heisenberg.
I think that's the only two at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, they're both sort of a tribute to Breaking Bad. I love the flavors they've chosen for these tributes. I'm not sure what the characters themselves would think of them, but then I'm really not. I'm not a big fan of the show. I know you've watched it though, haven't you?
I watched every episode.
Really?
So anyway, remember we got all these at Top Shelf Vapor.
Yeah, right here in St. John's.
Link will be down in the description, along with their Facebook and their website, and along with our Twitter and Facebook.
Absolutely, and please, by all means, we always try to encourage people support your local merchants. The simple fact is, sometimes you might find a deal online, but nothing really beats the opportunity to just go in, talk to someone, get their opinion on it, and just talk to a real-life person, really. And unfortunately, in the real world, that means that the business has to have the extra overhead of a storefront, having a person there, things like that. If you've ever wondered why sometimes it costs a bit more in the store than it does online, there's the reason. But you know what? To me, it just seems worth it to actually have a live person right in front of you to talk to, rather than just reading a description on a keyboard that, for all you know, could have been posted by the company fakely. If you're talking to a person in the store, you've got that person right there in front of you, and they have no reason then to make something up.
Another thing about going to a store, if you buy a mod and you have trouble with it, you have somebody to go into and yell at if they screw it up. Unlike you don't with online, but that was from one of the local vapor shops said that to us.
Yeah, that wasn't said at Top Shelf, but yes, someone actually in a vapor store actually said, if you buy it here, you've got someone to yell at if something goes wrong with it. So,
Anyway.
don't actually yell at them, though, please. It's not their fault. But they might be able to do something about it.
Yes. All right. You know what to do. Like,
subscribe,
favorite,
comment,
and everything.
Share.
Share.
And share. If you know someone you think would be interested in this.
This is Vaportron.
With 2 fantastic hits from Cloudco Vapor.
Out.